Volunteer versus voluntold. Which one would best help you reach your goal? My name is Jenise Albritton. I go by Jenlo or Jenlo Assassin. I'm the founder of Second Chance 21013, of which 21013 is the date that God gave me the opportunity to change my life and the lives of others that I come across and meet every day. So I'm so happy and so grateful for this opportunity to be part of this health and wellness seminar, because I am an author, I am a speaker, and I'm also a health and wellness coach going on 6 years, you guys. Being able to lose over 100 pounds, yes! Let's just cheer for that, okay? Yes. So, I want to talk about volunteer versus voluntold. Yes. So, volunteer, what does that mean? It means the willingness to be the change you want to see in your lives. You take the initiative, you take action, massive action to change, to transform, to transition, okay, into the person that you want to become, okay? Voluntold is when something or someone else volunteers you or tells you what to do, okay? And we're going to break that thing down, right? So, volunteer versus voluntold. Let's talk about the mirror and self-talk. Do you tell yourself the truth? Or do you tell yourself the dreams and the mirage of who you see in the mirror? Let's talk about it. I was almost 300 pounds. I was a good 273. But nothing could tell me that I was almost 300 pounds until I literally had a fight with the scale. And the people that made the scale, because I called, I was like, your scale is wrong. I'm not 273 pounds. But I had a digital scale and a manual scale, both telling me the same exact thing. And all the resets in the world for the digital scale, we couldn't reset the manual. I was just simply 273, but I was in denial because in the mirror, I did not see that. I saw the model, because I model. I thought I was good. I was goodly lying to myself. And then it set in, that maybe I'm really 273. Maybe I need a little help. And as I was sitting in my cubicle, I said, God, I'm at this job and, it's weighing down on me literally, because when I started the position, I transferred to another department. I was 230. That was in, February. By the time my birthday came around August, I was 250 something. And by the time October, November came around, I was 273. I was good financially, but mentally, physically, spiritually, I was broken. I was tore up. And I had to finally admit that. Because in the middle of the night, I was having heart palpitations. I could barely breathe. I was stressed out. I was depressed. And I have to call the thing a thing. I thought about suicide. I did. Volunteer versus voluntold. The voluntold was the heart palpitations, the salivation where it felt like I couldn't do anything. When the waddle I had because of the weight that was on my knees and my ankle. I have no cartilage in my ankles and a chain in my hip. My body was simply saying, I'm tired and you're not listening to me. I'm tired. And so I asked for help. I asked God, this can't be it. What else is there? Now he sent me some supplements. Now, things can come. He answered prayers in mysterious ways, right? So I will say mine came in the form of some supplements, okay? Where everybody else drinks sweet tea, McDonald's tea, and all this stuff. I drink a healthy herbal tea, okay, and take some vitamins and things of that nature. And I lost 5 pounds the first week, 5 pounds the second week. I was like, oh, okay, wait. But I wasn't done volunteering in my rescue just yet. Because the next thing was the meat. I've been pescatarian going on 6 years. For myself, I could say personally, it has helped me tremendously. Y'all, I had to come fresh-faced. Because one, the person in the mirror, I need to be okay with how I see me. I could put on a suit. I could put on a face full of makeup. But guess what? There's people out there that look at themselves and they're not happy because they feel like they have to show up their way all the time. I know what that feels like, because once I had my car accident on 2/10/13, I thought everywhere I went I had to cake up my face. And it took a long time for me to be happy with who I see. It took a long time to be happy with me. So I showed up today, not how you would have thought a speaker would show up, typically, right, for something like this. But this is me. I'm a health and wellness coach. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, financial health. It starts with showing up authentically you, right? Okay. So next is, when you're asking for help, it's okay to see a therapist. You know, shortly after I lost my 10 pounds, right, some things happened with my family that sent me right back down the rabbit hole. And I, for the first time, saw a therapist. It's okay to reach out to a mentor, coach, therapist, church member, your pastor, preacher, somebody that's confident that you feel safe with. If it's not a best friend, reach out. It's perfectly okay. There's no stigma with reaching out, asking for help. And if all, like I said, first ask God for help, and He ask God to lead you. That's what my dad will say all the time. Ask God to lead you. Okay, so Voluntold can be way more expensive than volunteering. Voluntold almost cost me my life because Voluntold could be permanent. So Voluntold could be when you got to go to the doctor, and the doctor say, "Oh, now you got to be on dialysis," and all these things. So when the doctor said, you know, I unfortunately lost my dad, you know, and I had been having a conversation with him about meats and going walking and eating healthier, and every time I would have a conversation, he would say, well, the doctor said this, so now I have to do this. But you had an opportunity to volunteer this whole time, and it will always be a voluntold. Well, now I have to. So that's what voluntold is now. The something was your body saying, hey, I have a problem. You're not listening, you're not taking it in. You're not taking it in. Okay? And now I need you to hear me differently. I'm going to, like me, I felt like my body was going to shut down permanently. Okay? But I'm so happy, so grateful that I'm here, still alive, to be able to share with you what I have learned, okay? Which is a lifestyle change. Like I said, I'm pescatarian. I don't eat meat. I eat seafood. Right now I'm on a 30-day fast. A fast could be anything. It could be for your mental, maybe getting off social media where it's changing how you feel about yourself, making you feel like you can't show up in your natural hair, that you got to show up in a straight long hair wig and a face full of makeup, and nobody can see you for who you really are and how beautiful God made you. Right? Yeah. So, you know, it could be your mental, you know, maybe the things around, you know, journal, meditate, sing. I love to sing, and it helps me out all the time. Okay. It could be the people that you're around. Community, you guys. We need community. We need people around us. I love the BSN community. You know, he puts opportunities out there, and it's up to us to volunteer. There's no volunteer with that one. It's either volunteer or you just out. Okay? So we need people around us that can see us, that say, hey, friend, I see, you know, if I had somebody to say, hey, I see you picked up some weight real quick, like, you know, is everything okay? Or I see you wobbling, or you're stressed, and, you know, you all right? Like, you down? Like, you okay? I did not have those things, because guess what? The people around me were also going through their own, and they were picking up weight just as fast as me. When I look back, I'm like, dang, you know what? They were this way when I first met them right there, and they right there. But if we're all going through rowing the same boat, because we're all eating the food and doing all those things, then none of it, we all are looking at the mirage. So it's good to have some people outside of your environment where, you know, if it's not a productive environment, get into one. But get somebody that, until you can get into one, that can see like, oh, hey, friend, you know, I see this is going on, such and such, and let's just try to, you know, because that's part of your elevation process, right? When you talk to someone, when you get them into a coach, you know, chime into a community, other people, you connect, you network, that's part of your elevation. Once you get it here, it transfers here. Once you get it here, it transfers here. The two are intertwined, and it transfers spiritually, and it does transfer financially, right? Because a healthy mind, a healthy body, a healthy spirit, you're going to have a healthy bank account. Okay? So, again, my name is Jenlo. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook at Jenlo Assassin. That's JenloAssassin. Second Chance 21013. The Second Chance spelled out 21013. Please, by all means, I love helping people. I talk to people. I tell people I'm a relationship builder. I love having conversations. I have a podcast. I do many things. I wear many hats, but I love talking to people because guess what? If I had the person that I've become today, the people that I have been able to connect with in the last couple of years, my process would have been expedited. But everything happens for a reason, and God does nothing by mistake or happenstance. Everything is in its time because what? I live in the truth and not the mirage. Thank you so much. Thank you. And live in your truth as well.